that's amore.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr.
Kevin.
Yo, yiggity yo, peeps.
We are back after another 7 days. And
7 long days.
yeah,
It's been 1 week.
1 week since you looked
You
at
looked at
me.
me.
yeah, we've ended on quite a note, and we still have more days in game before the party even leaves for Mandalore. So we're just gonna have some fun because I'm honest to the audience. I am so out of it where they can just do whatever, and I will probably okay it, which is gonna be so fun for you. I can almost guarantee it. But I do have some ideas in my mind and they've shared with me what they would like to do. But yeah, we'll just get right into introductions and then we'll get down to business. But yes, I am your game master, the DM for the evening, Kevin, and I do voice things here and there. Yeah,
God.
is me. And now
Sorry to
go.
interrupt, but it feels like forever since you've introduced yourself, Kevin. I don't know.
It happens
Give
once or
yourself
twice.
more credit. You've been running this train for nearly 40+ episodes.
I know. I don't know how.
Hey,
This would crack
hey.
so many men. Like I don't know. I'm just like DMing is always like terrifying slightly, but at this point I know you guys so well enough and just how I would want a Clone Wars arc to go. It's just like it's not as bad.
Dude, pat yourself on the back. You're
Yes.
doing great.
You're great, sweetie.
Thank you. But enough about me. Let's go around to our amazing cast of players, starting off with Chris.
Hello. Hi, my name is Christian. I go by Cap in the TTRPG space. I'll be playing Soren. I don't know what Soren's going to be up to. Soren's always a loose cannon, even for me. So we'll see what's going on. What's up there?
Soren is literally the definition of a loose cannon.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
Yep.
is.
Yeah. And coming down the line, we have Tati.
Yo, Tati here. I play Raziel, your favorite lightning boy badass who's trying to be good and he's doing his best.
And hey, a regular Casanova.
Yeah, it's getting it on with D-Gag. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Oh, God. I have a thing for that. Ooh, I really hope you go for it, and you'll find out. But going down the line, once again, we have Jinkles.
Hello, I'm Jinkles. I play the lovely mom, Shir'iven, who is going to be freaking out eventually now that she's kind of been put in charge of leading this political mission.
Yeah, everybody will contribute, but you're kind of the face of the Republic at this point. And
No
the
pressure
Jedi.
or anything.
No pressure whatsoever. And last but certainly not least, our clone boy, Chase.
That's me. Hi, folks. It's me, Chase. I play everyone's favorite big clone boy, RCO947, or Viper if you nasty. And yeah,
that.
Can't believe that's still your tagline.
It's so good.
It is.
and the equivalent and just like the mental idea of a clone trooper going to Mandalore is the equivalent of a can of RC Cola being shipped off to a Coke factory, and I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's oh yeah. When you get to Mandalore, Viper, ooh, I'm gonna have
Culture
some stuff
shock.
for you. Oh yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Or this is just where everything's gonna be like unlocked, like that one scene in The Hangover with just like Alan at the poker table, just like the numbers flying everywhere.
Oh yeah, suddenly so many things will make sense.
Everything makes sense now.
But yeah,
All right.
that is our lovely crew of players and myself. So, without further ado, friends, foes, and undecided, if everyone except Raziel can mute themselves, and we will get to the recap. Pronto!
Downtime on Coruscant continued as we were given our next mission, a political ball in Mandalore. Never been there myself, but we're supposed to dress and act the part, so things go smoothly. Soren caught on to my lack of experience in regards to dancing and social etiquette, and offered to give me lessons. Outside of preparations, I was able to bond with Lieutenant Brass and his crew, winning a race. And came out the victor, maybe customizing my own rental speeder, and Soren and Shir'iven invited Ega to help teach me how to dance, and we spent some quality time together. Her company's really pleasant, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again.
Alright, now let's find the tunes. Just to set the mood. Copy.
Yeah,
and-
you set that mood.
Yeah. Yes. So,
I was coming in okay, right?
coming in crystal clear.
Sweet.
Alright. So, continuing where we left off, the first day back on Coruscant was quite eventful, and we'll say everyone else is back in their quarters getting good night's sleeps. Everything seems on the up and up. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Viper, you come back to your base a little bit late, get some scolding from the guardsmen who are like, they're just gauching you or like giving you shit just because clones aren't typically supposed to be out that late in the public space, but you're a commando and even just looking at you, they're kind of terrified. It's just like, hey, you really shouldn't be out this late, trooper. Back to your quarters. Yeah. Just the vibe that you get from them.
Can I roll insight on that? Cause just sort of like a question mark.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
As I properly load into the game that I thought I was totally loaded into. nothing but professionalism here, folks, on Revenge of the Crit
You're good.
at ROTC Studios. All right, let's roll insight on that because that seems kind of sus.
Just a touch.
17.
All right. Well, he is trying to put up some kind of facade of like he's not like in any particular sort of fancy garb or anything. Like he doesn't have commas or any of those or any pauldrons. Like he just looks like a general Coruscant guard shock trooper. Or wait,
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
yeah, but like there's just the slightest twinge of fear you pick up on him. Like he is standing his ground, but like maybe if you push a little more, you might get something out of him. You don't really know for sure, but he is just trying to genuinely trying to do his job. It's just he's never like you're a giant for a clone trooper. For everybody who's
yeah.
like from the same strand you are, you's a big boy. So
Yep. He sensed his special eyes sense the fear and just sort of like he'll just sort of like shrug and then just
all right, I read your captions that like he just goes back to the quarters. I think the mic issues might be back on your
oh,
end.
what the hell?
Yeah, it goes in and out, but yeah, yeah.
Oh, there we go. How's this? I was up.
There
Yeah,
you go.
much better, much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say it was okay. So anyway, no, I just like his. Let me repeat as I said. His special Trandoshan eyes pick up on the fear that is instilled in him, and if he was a dick and if he had enough time to, he'd totally try to maybe just sort of like push him around. But important mission, Mandalore's in a few, so he'll shrug and head back off as such with a single wave of the hand.
All right. All right, and you go in through, get to your quarters, no problem, and find yourself some restful sleep. So, just so we can figure out who be doing what over the course of the week, first, let's everyone, if you could all roll a d20 for me, please. Determine the order.
Ooh,
Chore
baby.
wheel, chore dice.
Oh, natural 10.
12.
3.
Two.
I reached for an actual dice. Never mind. Hold on. Let me just roll 16.
16. Oh, okay.
All right.
So
Oh wow, from lowest to highest. Look at that.
look at that. Yeah,
Damn,
makes
yeah.
things easy. All right. So, starting off with Soren, what would
Okay.
you like to do in your personal downtime? Then we'll swap over to group things with one-on-ones with you and another person. in the
Oh,
group.
sure. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, Soren's not. I'm not really going to do too much. I'm keeping Raz on the curriculum that I've drafted up.
Okay.
In particular, at some point, I'd like to go and see Jarul. Right.
Mhm.
Has a name.
it-
Jarul.
It is image reference.
Jakru.
Jakru. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
the
Jakru.
rapper.
Jarul's the dude. Yeah, Jarul's a rapper.
Ja Rule. I just
The guy-
realized it.
Jakru,
Wow, those
yeah.
names really are fucking close. But yeah, Jakru
I
the
avoided the name the entire time because I was so scared I was gonna say the rapper, and lo
The,
and behold,
the implication of job rule in Star Wars means that there is an intergalactic fire festival that failed,
Oh,
and I'm absolutely down with that.
I mean,
you're
that
right.
totally sounds like a thing that some pirate crew would probably try to host. But yeah,
So, yeah.
you come over to Jakru, the Deveronian Republic agent's his little shop, his humble little you just go to his humble little shop off in the center of the agency, and he's sort of he's sort of cleaning off a big old shotgun with just a standard little rag as he notices you. Hey, Soren, glad to see you back, my friend. What can I do for you?
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. No, okay. So I'll get straight to the point. Why does my lightsaber suck in comparison to Shiri's and Raz?
You're asking me, the person who has never even held a saber like that before. I mean,
I mean, but I did not know that.
hold on, let me get a closer look at it. I know I fiddled it to give it the property to give it a bayonet-like feel with your rifle, but I have not held it on its own, so if you'd
Yeah,
be so
sure.
kind.
Plop it up there on the counter.
Right, and he takes up he maneuvers these goggles over it around his horns and then clicks him just
Yeah,
over his
see,
nose.
We were fighting some really nasty person a week ago, and yeah, it it didn't seem to do as well as the other sabers. Am I doing it wrong? Is it just low on juice?
Just one moment, and he brings out a welding torch and some spark plugs, and he's just going to slowly deconstruct it. And I'll be gentle, don't worry about it. Not a scratch. That is the Jakru rule.
Well, I wasn't worrying before.
All right, let's get a look at this build here. Well, the crystal seems fine.
Is it because I'm not a Jedi of sorts?
Probably one thing, but
Hmm.
lightsabers really aren't my forte. Oh, I know just the guy to call. Just give me one moment. And he goes into this Rolodex with a bunch of these.
Ooh,
Old-
Rolodex.
Yeah, still uses paper. Very old school guy. And he
Love
just
it.
sort of scrolls on through okay, let's see. Mechanics, specialized explosives, flights. Lightsaber building. Okay. Oh, this guy right here. He should still be in the Jedi Temple, if I'm not mistaken. Look up the name Huang.
Huang, okay.
Huang, yes.
Huang.
Yeah, he's a pretty solid guy. I mean, he's been around for 10,000 years, but I only know him for as long as I've been around sometimes. But we swap stories of technical trades here and there. He might be a bit pricey with you, but if you have a Jedi around, he might be more accommodating to helping the war effort, and a general around saying, "Hey, give my friend lightsaber parts. He's not going to say no."
Sure. I have just the plan.
Good. I hope he can provide you good service.
Thank you, Shakru.
Alright, so you're gonna go off to the temple and just look for the guy?
Yeah, and I'll also, I don't know, like I'll buy a thermal detonator or something just to give Shakru business and stuff. I like this man.
Alright. And he goes,
He's like, oh yeah, for the road.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just take it. These things are collecting dust here anyways.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
Alright. And I will actually drop an image reference of Hugh Wang as he gives you a physical card of what he looks like.
Oh,
so
shit.
he's easy to spot.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, the name is not familiar, but this face, I'm sure all of you will recognize it. Here.
Crap in my butt. Oh.
It should be, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, it's David. Ooh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit, I can't show it on, but yeah, it's David Tennant's droid from Clone Wars, the one, the
Aw.
dude with the forearms who builds sabers and
Sick. That's cool.
yeah, and I'll say for the sake of flavor, you go at the temple, start looking around for him. It's a bit hard at first, you are trying to find a specific room, and all these Jedi are walking around, and it's hard to make out because sometimes you confuse the facial hair for his pseudo metallic facial hair, and you come upon his little quarters, and you don't see anyone behind the counter, and you just hear as you're just about to leave, you're like, hold it, just one moment, I will be out in a minute. And it's like, oh, a new customer. Hello, I am Hugh Wang of the Jedi Order. How can I be of service to you?
Hello. Yes, your name was given a reference to me to try and figure out why this saber is not hitting as hard as others.
Oh, that's quite an old model you have. You're not a. I've not seen your face around the temple. Are you a new knight from another temple?
No. I am in the service of General Shir'iven. I don't know if you've heard of Shiri.
Oh, I have. I haven't seen her since she was but a youngling. Her lightsaber design choice was quite odd. Typically, they always go for the little Shoto sabers, kind of like yours, but no, she wanted something with command and strength to it. Oh, it was quite admirable. Difficult to get the build just right for her, and I've heard that she's sporting white blades now, which is, that is quite a rarity to see in the Order these days.
I've only known this droid for 10 minutes, and I love him.
I absolutely would not know, but please do go on about young Shiri.
I'm not exactly. I don't think she'd be privy to share all my secrets about her.
Sure. Okay, fine. Cool.
But yes, the
No,
matter
no,
of your
no.
blade. Let me have a look at it.
And all four of his arms will come out to sort of cradle it.
No, that is very interesting. Do I hand it to the top left, right?
Just the middle
here.
ones.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then he starts screwing it all sort of that picture the vibes from that scene where Woody is getting fixed in Toy Story 2, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what he's doing with the lightsaber, where he's in syncly unscrewing the lens and the back part of the hilt,
Oh,
and just
good aesthetics.
and
That's a good choice. It's a good reference.
yeah,
Mhm,
and
yeah.
it's just all you built it the traditional way, at least from your upbringing. It was just from the traditional Jedi teachings of just building it with the Force. But this guy, he's just breaking it down by hand and no problem, a few seconds flat. And he's like,
Well, judging by your crystal, it does appear to have some age to it. Nothing a little nothing a little shining can do for it, can do to restore it. Let me see what I have in stock. Were you any particular upgrade to what you're looking for? Just hitting harder, or something with a little more pizzazz to it?
Well, here's the thing. We were up against a very powerful foe, and I swear I thought I landed a very meaty hit, and did not seem to do as much, as much harm, as you know, Shiri or any of my other lightsaber wielding compatriots. So I thought there was something wrong with mine. Is it too old? Is that what's wrong? Is that just I just don't understand.
That could be the case. Honestly, look.
Is there any way to give this some sort of like a facelift of sorts? Young it up a little bit,
Perhaps I'm going to need. It will cost you a little bit to find the right parts to, make it more your own. It does. Looking at it in yourself, it doesn't even seem like they entirely match personality.
Yes. Yeah. See, that's personality.
Oh, well, I mean, all the crystals I have seen, though, at times, at first glance, the Jedi and the Padawan and the crystal they decide to bond with seemingly have an odd kinship as they grow up.
What if this was more along the lines of passed down to me?
It's not It's a tad unorthodox for Jedi to pass sabers down from master to apprentice or something like that, but I have seen weirder. But
To be fair, I haven't used it so much. It's only because I've been in so many other lightsaber combats. It seems to be that the most effective way to deal with other lightsaber combatants is with your own lightsaber. So I haven't really used it up until very recently. Maybe is that why? Is it just not used to me?
Perhaps. I see that that the lens radiator has seen a little bit of damage, but my only guess is that you would have thrown this thing, and it hasn't returned to your hand a lot of those times.
No.
Might want to rethink that strategy, friend. Like the Jedi, I know you probably heard this a million times by now, but the lightsaber is your life.
And you just sort of see him go almost into a trance of kind of like an old-timey just one of those very Fallout-esque of the, you know what I mean, right? Of just
yep.
He goes into a trance and remembers that role and just goes,
sorry, lost my train of thought there. Ooh, but if you're looking for just a simple adjustment, what would you say? What would you put down for it?
In terms of investment, collateral?
Perhaps.
We're talking credits here, right?
Credits or information, I am privy to both. Both have immense value, and I have been being around as long as I have. I love to know even more. I've been holding on Coruscant and Ilum more times than I care to count, but knowing more about other systems and certainly a Chiss Jet Force sensitive and a male no less, that is quite a rarity.
Oh, really? I did not realize that. Well, I don't know. I escaped the event, the fall of Scylla, and about I want to say about 10 years ago. Is that information? If it's not the right information you're looking for, I can put down maybe about 3,000 credits.
3,000? Well, I can certainly get down to that right away, and if there's anything else you'd like to add on top of that.
Ooh, well, what are we talking about?
Well, perhaps making it...
As he sort of looks through, goes behind a shelf, and you see two arms are going in one shelf behind, in front of him, and the other two arms are just going on his backside.
Let's see. Would you perhaps like it if it were... If perhaps a cross-guard hilt? of the actual blade might be something more your style.
I'm not sure that's quite my style.
Ooh, perhaps a blaster built inside the hilt?
Oh, are you serious? You could do that?
Well, it's provided you have a pistol I can provide already.
Sure.
Modif-
I think I might be able to find get a pistol of some sort.
Yes, I actually see one right there. It's hosted on your side, good friend.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I do have I think I do have a pistol. I've never used my pistol.
You've used it a couple of times.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll hand him my pistol.
All right. And like as over like the next few minutes, you sort of see him like take like this like Republic style like it's just like a basic clone trooper looking pistol, and he sort of like does some mishmashing with it to provide it so that the hilt and the barrel are sort of collapsible, and like they can like it's a very much of like pushing a button, and like while you hold it you can swap over from saber to gun very quickly.
Sweet.
Range. And yeah, then he hands you over. So now your lightsaber has an attached blaster, though you have to like use your interact action to swap over into it.
Sweet.
And yeah, it is now that blaster damage and the lightsaber are now enhanced.
Dang.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you notice
Dead
like
Rising 2 fusion right there.
yeah, you notice the blade is like, while you were using it, it did sort of have a wild sort of sheen to it. Like whenever it ignited, it was very just loud and kind of a bit more braggadocious, or like compared to like Shuri's to Raz's blade, where it was more just focused. Yours was like whenever it ignited, but now it kind of has the look of the Rebels blades a little bit, but a little thicker. But it's just very fine and sharp, and it's just like, oh, see, a simple fix like that, and all is good.
All right. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go test this thing out.
Yeah, just be mindful in the temple with that. You know the Jedi around uncivilized things such as that.
Sure. Thank you very much, Huyang. Right? Did I say that right, Huyang?
Huyang, yes. As he like bows off to you. All right, and did you want to RP like the etiquette thing with Raz, or how would you?
Maybe if Raz, if you want to, I'm okay, but I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to, cause
Okay.
like really just going over the basics like throughout the week until we have to go. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say
it's
this
ju-
is
it-
like one of those things that happens throughout the week. I'll say
Yeah.
for this, Soren, if you can make me a charisma check, just a general charisma, and for Raz, if you can make me intelligence.
Ooh.
That-
Okay.
that-
Ooh.
That might be one of the worst rolls I've ever done.
Oh no.
Don't you have
In
reliable
my-
talent yet now?
No, not yet.
Oof, that is rough.
Intelligence. My worst check. Let's see. My. What the fuck?
There you go. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so
I know.
if you guys want to describe this, like, you can go right ahead. Otherwise, I have something in mind for this moment.
I mean, I'm
Oh, that's
like,
amazing.
Yeah, it's just like at this point, it's like a montage of Soren just kind of getting frustrated. You know, like, I don't understand why you're not getting it, and then he like gives up and just does it on his own, and then Rez is actually just learning from that.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
at first, like Soren are like teaching Raz all these like old school Scylla customs, and there's like so odd and foreign to him at first, and like he's just like head tilt. But the second you're like, screw it, and like you just sort of sawed off, and then like you just go about like, you know, with the other agents. Raz just kind of learns from observation, very much like I'm assuming like Raz, you follow him around with like a notepad just and write everything down that he does.
Like
Yeah,
the
like-
thing that tips Soren over the edge is that I have a chart of 16 different forks and spoons. The lesson's just not sinking in.
Amazing. Oh.
Yep, and Rez just like kind of once Soren's done, he just like Rez just picks it up on his own, just like that, observing.
All right.
And jeez, I'm just dumbfounded by our numbers. They're so
know.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm good at this. You're terrible at this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll say like for the
The
sake.
rules have reversed this
Yeah,
time.
for
Like
the s-
Rez just picks it up.
Let me see if there's anything we can add. This is going on over the course of several days.
'Cause I have a negative in intelligence, and I not 20 that shit.
Yeah.
and I've maxed out my charisma. Like that's just
Yeah, we'll say for general charisma checks that involving like persuading or looking polite in society, we'll say you have you can mark it off somewhere on your sheet, but just note for when you're on Mandalore, like in political situations, you'll have advantage on those checks. Raz, at least you have
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. All right. So
Good to know.
if that's it for Soren?
yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
It was just the lightsaber thing.
All right, cool. We will go on now to Viper.
That's me.
Anything you'd like to
Alright.
do over the course of the 6 days before the big trip?
Oh, big trip. Oh, what isn't there to do aside from reflecting on my life and the slow heat death of the universe?
Jeez.
I want to go down to. I want to train.
All right.
I figure we're going to do. Actually, Can I roll knowledge to see if I know anything about Mandalore?
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll me a lore check.
Absolutely. Oh, that's the big points for that. 15.
15. From what? Yeah. Basic stuff's obviously, you know that you were from Jango Fett's DNA. He was obviously Mandalorian. All of the clone armors, including even the commandos, are inspired from the Mandalorian design. They have gone. Of all of the factions, they are one of the most revered as a big time warrior clan that even the Jedi and Sith feared at different points. At one time they had to collaborate in order to stand a chance against them, and they almost took over the galaxy in the old Republic times, thousands of years before the current Republic as it is was formed. Yeah, they're generally pretty rough guys from what you know. You haven't really crossed paths with many of them. There have been some trainees who happened to be Mandalorian that came by to give you and Havoc Squad in its early days a lot of rough times, but yeah, you know that they are tend to be very honor bound, and yeah, I think that about scrapes it. Unless you're looking for something specific within Mandalore history.
No, not specifically, but just knowing that just sort of he's heading to pretty much just sort of I guess the origin point of where he came from, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that it is going to be just one of those political balls that he has prior to not experience with. Doesn't hurt that he should get some chance in the train. You never know.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So he's gonna train.
All right, and just training with the bowcaster, with the electric shocky stick, or with powers, or what else?
I was gonna say with his armor, because he made some adjustments.
Okay. All right. So, let me pull up a thing that will probably assist me if I go to Scambin Villainy. Right. So, with the armor, and yeah, we'll say Soru's heading over the command training station for today
just sort of turns to you as you, like, walk into the space and, say, like, you want to test out your armor, and she just crosses her arms and goes, "All right, Trooper. Humor me. How exactly do you plan on testing your armor exactly?"
I've, with prior experience with the, our last mission had me a bit, I guess, not so quick on my feet, so I've made some attunements to help me catch up with, the General and, hell, maybe even most of the Jedi if it came to such a fact.
All right. Hop into the training room. I'll prep some commando droids for you.
Excellent.
All right, and you head into the same training area that Raz first did his thing with in there. And yeah, you got about 4 BX commando droids, like popping up, like 2 a little just on the ground level, and another 2 off in sniper often like just raised platforms, minimal cover for them. And yeah, and they go like, "Last chance to back out?" As like Soren like speaks over the intercom. "You do intend to fight back, I assume, right?"
And just sit here and be shooting targets for the clankers. Obviously, I'm gonna fight.
All right, let's see what you've got. All right, commando droids, execute Alpha 5, Alpha 17 combat protocol. Go! And yeah, the lights are going off, and we'll keep this all in the theater of the mind still, but just go ahead and roll initiative.
Alrighty, okie dokie. Let's do that, shall we? Soft 20.
Soft 20. All right. So first group of droids, they are rolled nat 1, so they're going last. Second group of droids, come on, roll higher for father. Okay, that's better. Okay, so the droids up on top are going to begin to take shots at you. You just see like these, like they're the ones that raided that Rishi station, like those commando looking droids, and yeah, they are gonna first take off some pot shots at you with their blasters. Let's see. Okay, so I'll just roll the dice on here. So first one is gonna be a 15 hit.
That just hits.
All right. Oh, that's your AC?
Yep.
All right, then that does not hit because I rule on your side. It's gotta beat it for you. But yeah.
Fool.
All right, so second attack from that one, 20.
That absolutely hits.
All right. First attack from the second droid, 24.
That hits.
And fourth and final attack, yeah, the 19.
Yeah, all 4 of those hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just the 3 out of those.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, so in total, you suffer.
Suffer.
And 19 points of energy damage as you're just getting pelted with the laser fire. And yeah, you have like some cover protecting you, or like after all these shots are going off, you just find some place to get some half cover. And yeah, like the droids like over there are gonna be staying right where they are, and the others are gonna begin to close in on you. So what would you like to do?
All right. Okay, let's see. What would the question? What's the distance between me and the droids?
The ones on the ground, they are. We'll say that they're like 45 feet away from you, and the ones on raised platforms are 60 feet away from you.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know that these guys have about like roughly 50 HP each.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So seeing how all right. So 2 on the ground, 2 on platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seeing the raised platform, seeing the taking a look at one of the raised platform droids. Hold on, let's see. 6 level. Okay. Trying to read up on this, just making sure.
You good? Oh, put on some light combat.
So as he's shooting on and going on, he takes a as all the shooting's going on, Viper just goes through his trusty data pad and just like does a quick beep 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 right there, and a small little gun barrel comes out of the end of the wrist pad as he aims it towards like the closest raised platform droids he could find, and just sort of like, please don't bugger this up. And with that, and he cast at level 5 override interface.
Oh shit! What? Okay, the construct is a pilot trait. The by controlling it is not capacitated. Okay. Target must make an intelligence saving throw. All right. So, this is for the droid on the raised platform. Does not have a super high int save, but we shall see. Yep, he fails.
Yes.
It was like
Can I add
6.
Can I add flavor to this?
Oh yeah, please do.
So, the equivalent of what I want to describe as just sort of like a little I want to describe as just sort of like a little like a tiny little hack knife shoots out of the end of the gun barrel wrist pad, and I say just sort of like, I guess like just like skewers itself on top of the on whatever the commando droid is, and I guess cut to first person view of inside Viper's helmet as his surroundings slowly begin to just sort of like, you have that like buzz interface before slowly fading into a view of the pretty much just like, now he sees what the commando droid sees, and under his breath just sort of like he goes, I'm in.
Yes! Alright, so just like, yeah, I'll help with this. Like, you chuck the knife over and like it lands directly into the droid's chest, and like at first like it stares at it kind of like, the fuck is that? And then you like press like the data pad on the data pad more, and then like kind of like in a co-op game you sort of see like the screen of what the droid sees, like it fidgets, and then in the real world, and then just
Ready to execute. What are your orders?
and like now like you see like now you're getting the bird's eye view what the droid sees on the top.
Yeah.
Let me see. When the droid is charged, you have a wireless link to it.
Yeah, via your tech focus. So what does that mean? Does that also relate to tech points as well?
Nah, I think, yeah, it's just no action required, which does it best to evade. You can just say, attack that creature, move over here, fetch. Oh my god, I can see you so abusing this in so many ways.
Oh, absolutely. If I can't have a squad like Republic Commando, I'll make my own squad.
Holy fuck. All right, but so the droid is just awaiting your orders, and it's just looking at its 3 buddies. What do you tell it to do for next turn? Or wait, use the link to commands.
No, so pretty much just he'll just sort he's loving this, so just like he'll immediately just go just like, take fire on the ground troops.
On it.
And it will begin to open fire on them. And it's gonna do 2 attacks. Oh, it crit!
Oh yeah!
Holy shit!
Oh baby!
All right, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna see if it dismembers them. It's not a sword, but fuck it.
Oh, this feels great.
Ah, not a nat 20 on there. It was close though.
Oh,
but,
that's still good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still good.
All right, second attack. 17. I
Oh
think
my God.
both
Oh.
still hit.
Oh,
But yeah, like this, like,
oh.
you are just in, and the droid is like copying like your movement in combat almost, as it just like cocks its blaster and begins just firing off on the one poor droid, and then like you just see like turn the one that's next to the one getting fired on goes like, "Whoa, we're on your side," as it takes some damage. We'll put it at that amount. All right. And this is concentration. All right. Okay. So yeah, you can only concentrate on this droid and like, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think use your action to take control of him. Are you moving him at all?
Since I am on the raised platform, and it only is just like one action, I'd say just like no, I'm trying to have them focus fire on like the ground troopers first.
Okay.
But hold on. Use it linked to a secret when you are conscious. No action. Oh, you're conscious. Oh, so there is no action required after that. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's just a freebie. Sweet.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was your action to cast it. You still have a bonus
But
action
yeah.
movement. Yeah.
Let's move. Where am I? I'm on. So there's high ground. There's low ground. Where am I? Mid ground, or am I just on? Low ground?
You're on ground zero. You're
Ground
on
zero?
the low ground.
Okay. I'm gonna try and I'll take like sort of like a movement stance to just sort of like I guess like what's in front of me? Is there any like further like shields or like
yeah, there's
just,
more like
barricades?
other platforms in between you and the other droids, and there's like other little sort of like barricades looking things if you go further back. Oh yeah, and it is a bonus action if you want like to use your jetpack and like turn that on. You can do that and gain some flight.
Oh, sweet, excellent. Now let's just move to another barricade, but still keeping in sight of our newly jacked droid.
Okay, all right. So moving full 30 feet. So that is
Or slice. That's the right term, right?
yeah, slice. We'll say that. Okay.
I just. Oh, Chris, that's a good meme.
Yeah. Wait.
You are welcome.
You posted a meme? Why? Let me.
It's literally just a cropped.
Yes. Hold on.
It's a cropped clone commando helmet.
Yeah.
And it's over a guy, and it says Hacker Man.
Hacker Man. Hacker
I just get you
Mando.
that drip vibes.
Yeah. I've got so much drip, Trooper, you don't even know it.
You don't even know.
Okay, but yeah, so the other two droids, they are going to, they are going to become invisible on the ground.
Oh, all right.
All right, yeah, that is a thing you now know that they can do, and they're just going to move places, and you can't necessarily see where. The other droids, back to their turn, are going to...
Wait. Oh. Wait, that would be bad shit.
Right. Okay, one droid is going to take a pot shot at. The droid that is not sliced is going to try to fire on his friend. Alright, that hits. That misses. and-
Ooh.
Yeah. So your droid friend, he takes... Right, 4 damage, but as part of a reaction, if you allow it, he will fire back on his friend.
Absolutely, but he also has to he has to make another intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's okay. Got it. All right, so another intelligence save.
Come on.
He has to fail still too.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, he fails again.
Woo! Oh, okay.
All right,
All
so
right,
like,
we're still in. We're still linked.
like yeah, like you see like his eyes like switch from like the red or like from the white over to like a blue shade to like match your commando lens, your commando visor. He's gonna just fire on his buddy that he can see. Right, that misses. That also misses.
Oh, come on.
He's a little shaken up, but
It's new tech. It's new tech.
and he's he is going to actually do like a army style dog roll off of the building, and he is going to land on ground level and
find cover behind his platform.
Oh,
Now
my
he's
turn?
on your level, but he is he's like 50 feet away from you.
Gotcha.
Or a little more than 50 because of your movement, but yeah.
That seems. Yeah.
Yeah, that is his go. Viper, it is now your turn.
All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that's just a free action. Okay. I'm trying to. How can I make this work? Okay, so everyone's still invisible, right?
The ones on the ground, yes, they are still invisible.
The other high ground one still isn't. Okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first off, he's going to gotta issue command to the slice droid, just sort of like take fire on that clanker on the high ground.
Roger. And he's gonna fire at him again. Hopefully he hits.
Come on.
Okay, let's see. Damn, he's having 2 ones in a row. At least like within the span of the same. He's trying, but yeah, he's just like, he's really good. Help.
Okay,
he's just begging for your assistance at this point. But yeah, you still have your action and movement and stuff. So,
okay.
What do you got?
I'm trying to think. Okay. Okay, that's not. When I said just my armor, I mean I have just my armor on, right? Like I didn't bring anything else with me.
You said you'd shoot back. I assume you had the pistol on you at least.
Yeah. Let's stick with the. Oh wait, hold on. I have the bowcaster. I still have my. Yeah, I'd say I still have my electro baton on me. The risky thing. So I still have something to fight with. Okay. All right. So we're not completely bowed.
Yeah, and you still have like tech powers you can cast at range.
Yes, I do. I'm trying to just figure out what would be. Okay. At will stuff doesn't cost anything, right? Or is that just the one?
At wills, they just should cost an action, or depending on which one.
Oh yeah. 5th level steals extra. Okay. I'm going to try and make movement towards the area where the invisible droids just turned invisible.
All right. You got over.
I'd say a solid let's say 30 feet. 30 feet full.
Okay. All right. You go back 30 feet full. No contact with them.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, they plain hard to get.
All right. And then I believe that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, all right, and it's the one on the ground's turn. One is going to immediately come up behind you and attempt to attack you with a tech blade.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. It's advantage, at least for this first one, just because of he invisible. That's nat 1. So.
Ha!
And that's a 5. So he attempts to slice into. He attempts to stab into your back, but you immediately see it coming, and he is immediately visible, and then he will try to stab you. No advantage. He scrolls 13, so okay, that didn't go very well. And his friend is gonna try to attack you at advantage with his blaster.
Okay.
That was a 17 hit for him.
That does hit. All
right, and that's 8 damage on you.
Okie dokie.
All right, and his friend, the clanker up top, is going to make an attack on you as a reaction. That's 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And extra 9 damage onto Viper.
All right. We're still in.
Okay.
Do you? Oh yeah, you need to roll concentration as well to maintain the hacking.
Oh, on me as well?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a droid.
Uh,
Yeah, each time the target takes damage, it makes a new intelligence saving throw against the power.
Okay, saving throw succeeds. Okay, I think...
It's just the droid, not me.
Okay. We'll work... Yeah, I'll read this over again, but yeah, we'll go with this way for right now, but okay. So yeah, you take the damage and you're fine. Your control's still being maintained, but yeah, that is all that the droids are... The ground droids do right now.
Excellent.
All right, but yeah, they are revealed to you. They're just within like 10 feet of you. One is within 5 feet. The other is like 20 feet away. The one's
20.
on the ground.
Ah, dang it. All right. Well, hey, better one than none.
Yeah, but I'll say the friend droid will go first. He is going to shoot the one that tried to stab you. And that's only a 14 hit, which I don't think hits. But all right, second
Come on,
attack.
buddy. You got this. You got this.
Hey, he crit.
Hey, that's what I like to see.
All right, and he is. Yeah. Creature within 5 feet. That's an ally of the commander droid. All right, so he does get so his extra die does stack on top of this.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, 16 as he just sort of shoots the arm off of the droid that...
Nice.
He just shoots the arm with the blade off the other droid, and it goes like... As he like looks to like his now lost hand and then looks back to you and goes like, perhaps we could talk about this like civilized people. But yeah, that is your friend's droid's turn, and now the enemy droid's gonna try firing on you. Alright, that's 19 plus other stuff. And this one's just gonna be a simple little doop. Extra 6 damage on you.
All
Alright, but yeah, that is their turn, so now it is your move.
All right. I am going. Let's see. Because I don't want. I want to do the cool guy thing, but at the same time, it's like no.
Do the cool guy thing.
But it's like no. I want both of them. I need both because this one is. Because I have another thing, and it's 10 feet, but that guy's 20 feet away. So. All right. So. I am going to issue. I'll use my. Let me take a look. Was it like a reaction to? Yeah, Tech 5. Okay, you can use your action to take total and precise control until the end of your next turn. Only takes actions you choose. It doesn't do anything. So I already issued further for it to just take fire on the
Yeah.
The one up top. Okay. Yeah. No, let's keep doing that. Let's go for a swing of the Electro Proton's hidden blade wacky like portable whack stick.
All right, portable wax
thingy.
stick on the droid. Let's see what you got.
On the 5 feet one.
One within melee
So-
of you. Let's see it.
11.
Okay. Yeah. I don't believe that hits. But I'll say for the first strike, since it was hidden, we'll have this one be an advantage. So
Wait,
you can
hold
try
on.
Again. Huh?
This is a modified weapon, correct?
Modified? I don't believe so.
My electro. Oh wait, no, that qualifies for shit. That's right. That's like a. I don't think I put anything on it. My mistake. My mistake.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You're good. But yeah,
I don't have anything on
it
this
was
vessel yet.
hidden, and you haven't taken it out yet. So we'll say you can have this one at advantage.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have one attack anyway, so we'll see.
All right, so roll again. 9. Oh.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. That doesn't hit. Sorry.
Yes. Oh.
But yeah.
You hate to see it. It's
Alright.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
You're staying where you are. I'm taking.
Does that even count as an? That's an action. Fuck yeah. You know what? I'll take my I will move 15 feet away with my electro baton still like
All right.
ready to whack.
Well, the droid is gonna try to punch you with the arm he still has. It's not
All
good.
right.
Like,
I bet.
let's see. He hits.
Yeah. Yep.
It's only 5 Wait, how much? Like, what's his strength? I'm pretty sure he's. Oh yeah, you take like 2 damage.
Oh wow.
He
Yeah.
just like bitch slaps you.
like literally, he just like takes his 3 hands and just like bitch slaps your face, and like your helmet spins for a second or two, and then like you just regain focus. All right. But okay. So now the droid is gonna. Your friendly droid. First, he's gonna fire off on his friend again. Let's see how well he does. 19, 26.
Oh yes, yes.
All right. And-
Love to see it. You really do.
All right, 5 damage. I know I said the HP earlier, but we'll speed things along a little bit, and we'll say he takes out the one on top. So
Okay,
just-
perfect.
and the one on the top platform goes down quickly, and now the droid says like
Acquiring further targets.
and like now he's aiming. He's like he activates his cloak field, and now he's moving in, and like you see his view, and like you see like his perspective. He's closing in on the other droids.
Nice.
Very like SEAL Team 6 shit.
I love
That's
it.
the
I love
vibe.
it.
But yeah, now it is your turn, and you still have the 2 droids that are on the ground.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I can use my action to take total precise control of the target until the end of your next. Droid only takes the action you choose to do during a time. Also. Okay.
Yeah, he is invisible, so you know you have advantage on like if you take precise control, you have advantage on whatever droid you.
Yeah,
want
I was gonna
attack
say
first.
idea. I'm gonna let's activate the jetpack and
Mhm.
get some high ground.
Cloud's getting high ground, and yeah, so you touch on like, and the jetpack thrusters sort of like thinked. They get like in front of you,
And how-
and you gain.
it's-
Yeah.
It's the Mark II jetpack. How
All right.
I don't know if that specifies anything or just like how high I can go, but just anyway.
Yeah, it's just 40 feet. Yeah, that you can go.
40
So-
feet. Okay, so I'll say I'll get 20 feet in the air? Question mark.
Yeah.
And then I specifically want to move. Oh wait, no, that takes an action too. No, you know what? Yeah, no, let's I assume since it turned visible. Yeah. Droid completes the order, it doesn't receive further direction from you. It defends and preserves itself to the best of its abilities. So yeah, new act. I'll take that action and just sort of say, close in on the ground droids, and strike.
Roger, roger.
And all right. So now, and which one are you wanting him to target? The one that doesn't have a weapon, or the one that's just still has his blaster out?
One that still has his blaster out. Let's see if we can try
Okay.
and disarm him.
Okay, so he will close in on him and have advantage for this first attack. So I'll just bop.
Oh!
Let's see if he crit. All right, so first one does go through. 8 damage on him. All right, let's just see if he hits with the second attack. Doesn't, but yeah, that blast. The droid with the blaster is looking pretty hurt, but yeah, your one that's still hacked is still friendly and he's still kicking.
Nice.
Right, and yeah, he is just gonna take immediate cover. But right, that is your turn, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So onto the droids. The one that just lost his hand, he's just gonna pick up his rifle and start one-hand shooting at you. Let's roll it on here. 1 hits. 8
One
damage, and the other one on the ground will use his reaction to fire off at you. Misses.
Hit.
All right, and the other one is going to fire off at the droid. But the droid is extra 2 AC for these attacks, so...
Oh,
Yeah,
that one hits.
That one hits. That also hits.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He might be in trouble.
So that's 2. Okay, that's 2. That's 2 freaking.
Yeah, 14 damage
That's
on him. Yeah, and we'll just see if he even survives the save.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's 2. Even if he does survive it, that's 2 intelligence saves he has to make as well.
Oh yeah, if he succeeds the save that he's still in your control. If he fails,
Yeah, if he
then he falls out of it.
succeeds, he's no longer sliced. If he fails though, he's still under mine.
Okay. All right. So he failed the first one, but he succeeded on the second one.
Damn it! Ah,
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can get a new one.
Is 16? What was your DC right now?
15.
Okay, yeah, he beat it with a 16. But yeah, he's just sort of like, and then we'll say like those 2 shots actually do him in, as he just gets pelted with. And that droid, like, as like his screen shuts off, like, and his eyes go blank, he just goes like,
I hoped I'd serve you well.
Oh.
and yeah, that droid is outskis. And but yeah, now that is those droids' turn, and yeah, you've got a nice little aerial view above them, and they're in like, we'll say the droids are in AoE distance of each other, if you are thinking of a fun way to finish this off. But yeah, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I want to. I don't know if this. Yeah, no. Oh man, that's an action in and of itself. So, what would you say the distance between both droids are?
They're like 30-ish feet from each other.
Damn it! All right.
What did you want to do? Because I
want to do a dumb thing which uses one of my powers, but they need to be within 10 feet of each other.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. They're 10 feet. What do you got?
Okay, so just sort of like I'll. Now I feel like I'm metagaming, but it's like fuck it. I want to do.
Oh yeah, I want to step it too, and it's downtime.
Okay.
So who gives a shit?
So I'll say the droid gets down and just sort of like I'll fly down I'll fly down near the my newly sliced droid and take a look at the hack knife and just sort of like look at it and just sort of like still needs some improvement. And seeing how both of them are like right next to me and I, being an idiot, only having my whacking stick, figured now's a better time than ever to just sort of like try this one, and I will, and with another quick click of the data pad, the jetpack turns on as per normal, but there's just sort of like an added, just sort of like a like almost like almost like powering up, and he just sort of like as he types further he just sort of like says to himself, activate night speed protocol, and he will cast at level 5 total translocate.
Okay. All right. So they gotta make con saves, or this is like, yeah. So like your jetpack charges up, and causes this massive sort of like blowing of like high pitched like screaming sounds. You like are like soaring up in the air, Iron Man style, and these guys are just getting.
It's a mini sonic boom.
Yes. Sonic
Almost.
boom! Sonic boom!
Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
All right, let's. I think these guys they're gonna die either way, but let's just roll their con saves. IRL. Yeah. There's one, and yeah, we'll say.
Oh, what does con save do? Does con save delegate to power save as well?
Oh yeah, it's like to your DC that they have to make.
Okay, so yeah, it's still 15.
Yeah. All right, we'll say both of them fail.
Yes.
Go ahead
All right, and since That was at, I think, what did I cast at 5th level or 4th level?
Yeah.
It's not showing if it did.
Each tech slot a 4th level or higher increase. So this is I'll actually double check this because if it's a 3rd level power, it's 4d8.
It is a third. It is a 3rd level.
All right, so this is 5d10 then.
5d10. Oh, excellent. So that's okay. So I did cast at level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's see.
5d10. Let's see. 33.
Woof. So yeah, you like fly up and then it's like as you like
shit, nice.
as you like fly up and like this big boom is like you're looking down as the smoke is clearing and the droids are like nothing but scrapped parts. And like you see Soren just like slow clapping up in the stand.
Very well done, Trooper. Certainly have gotten used to that new toy I gave you.
Oh, that's just the start of it.
And that hack knife. Very interesting touch.
It needs more practicality. The knife is really sort of the closest thing I can think of. Maybe I should make it more of a dart-based sort of thing. I'll figure it out.
Of course. Good work. And hopefully that will come to be of help for you on your next big mission.
Here's hoping. Nice work on the droids, too. Those things really do pack a punch.
Well, they're certainly a step a grade above B1s. I figure at this point in the game, I figure you are more than a match for measly clankers. I think droids of these caliber are more up to your snuff.
Just imagine if I can properly hit this thing on that clanker with the lightsabers. We'd be unstoppable.
Here's hoping for that, Trooper. Getting a little ahead of yourself, but I like that in a soldier. Some confidence and flying a little too close to the sun hasn't hurt anybody yet.
The slice state is still a bit fresh. I had to jerry-rig some stuff here and there to get it to properly work. But still, needs some work nonetheless.
All right. If you need anything else further, just come back to you and I'll supply what I can. Feel free to raid the armory and grab whatever else you need.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say
I'm gonna need. How many power cells we got?
yeah. I'll say you can grab back up to 10 power cells, and if you want detonators as well, you can snag like 2 of them.
Yeah, let's take. Yeah, no, let's not be stingy. Let's take those 10 power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take I'd say 1 of those detonators.
Okay. All right.
Because I already got. Have you seen the bowcaster, honey?
Mm-hmm. God.
Oh, this is great.
Just. I'm sorry, Chad. Christian is just killing it in the meme department today.
I saw that. Holy shit, I was fucking wheezing. I had to mute myself.
Yeah, we'll share them once the game is over. But hold on, I'll swap over to a more
Oh, that's great.
a more calm track. Let's see. Alright, and oh shit. I meant to do this. Alright. So. Okay. Oop. Okay. Alright. Who. Going back to the rolls from earlier. I believe Shiri is next, or. Oh, yeah, Shiri is next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
Oh.
Shir'iven,
Sorry for eating up time.
Oh no, it's totally fine. Yeah, we're making great time for right now. Raz has a lot of stuff at the end, so we'll get to that.
Now Viper can night speed. Woo!
Yeah.
Yo, it's dope, man. Zoom, zoom.
But yeah.
I want to know.
Speedy snake.
So, yeah.
So Shiri wants to see if she can speak with Senator Padme.
Oh, with the Amadama.
She
All right.
needs some advice.
All right.
The Nat port? What?
Okay, so
Hey, I interacted with Nat Port. Shir'iven can too.
yeah, like, what's wrong with docking a good old Natport? But-
Exactly.
all right,
Because
so
you
yeah.
might find her in the midst of a Haid Christ. Who knows?
Oh my god. We are. Thankfully, you arrive at the Senate building and catch her just about. She's just sort of like organizing data on her data pad, and she's with a 3PO, and or like a golden droid you don't recognize. Because you haven't met a lot of
I haven't met
remaining
him.
folks yet.
No, I haven't.
No, yet nobody has. Literally nobody else has in the group. But yeah, you go in there and like you just knock in it and you just hear.
Yeah, I knock on her door. Just, sorry, Senator. I'm not interrupting anything important, am I?
And like you just hear on the other side, like, oh, Mistress Padme, the nerve of some people these days. If I can just shoo them off away if you need to go back to your work. And she goes, it's quite all right, 3PO. Just let her in. I'm sure it's someone of great importance to us. And he goes, well, I would certainly like to think so. And you just hear all that from the other side as he goes to the door. As he goes like, a Jedi, please pardon my foul mouths. I am C-3PO, Human Cyborg Relations. It's a pleasure to meet you. As he just sort of is doing his C-3PO isms, just this gold sheenering droid, and like you can like you don't even have to incite him. This guy is just trying to.
Yeah,
ass kiss you.
Shiri just like she pleasantly smiles. Oh no, don't worry about it. I did come in at a surprising time anyway, so please.
Oh, please make yourself comfortable. I was just organizing some information where the Senate's trying to rush bills to increase the clone development. They've been surprisingly very much effective in the short time they've been around, and there's talks that they already want them to be a permanent, the overall force within, make them a permanent Grand Army of the Republic, but that would also rule out the volunteers who have fought and served in the past, so I'm trying to come up with a means to appease those on both sides.
Gee, you might have your hands full then.
It's not something I'm unfamiliar with. Back on Naboo after it was attacked and I had to assume the role of senator for Naboo. It was a lot of rebuilding had to be done, and I had to step up from the plate, but I feel I did quite a good job with rebuilding. Does anyone know what the city on Naboo is? I'm blanking on the name.
Jeez.
Naboo Town.
Naboo Town.
Hang on,
It's like Thespin, I want to
Feed.
Theed, yeah.
Theed, that's right. Yeah.
It was a lot of rebuilding Theed, thank you, but I believe when we have the new measures in place, that I think the Separatists will think twice about trying to build a settlement on there, or taking the city back.
Well, that's good then, and quite good that I'm coming to you about this. You see, I was placed in charge of trying to align ourselves with the people of Mandalore. And I've not really been in too many political roles. It was more of Master Kenobi's territory. I would just like some advice on possibly how I could go about everything, since he's quite busy.
You see, like, Padme gets this little smirk on her face and the light chuckle to herself.
I take it you traditionally prefer the way of aggressive negotiations like Obi-Wan's Padawan?
You could say that. Obviously, I'm much for the peaceful approach, but considering my strength, that would be more of my forte.
It's quite all right. I know, even in politics, a lot of the senators from different systems have their own ways of having strings pulled to get things done. I think, with your case specifically, I know I would personally, this is just my suggestion, I would try to limit the use of the Force on this party you're trying to encourage on a good position.
Oh, of course. No, I wasn't even thinking about doing it that way.
Though, from what I know Satine isn't traditionally active in the Republic Senate, at least not as of now, but I know she is, from what I've heard from tales from Obi-Wan, she is quite the pacifist, so it is going to be difficult, but I think with the right encouragement, if you can bolster that Mandalore will be safe from conflict, that there won't be any blockades, but they will ensure that if a separatist ship gets through, or any enemy force causes damage, the Republic will come in to aid Mandalore however it can.
I see.
Any accommodations for general strifes and grievances that Satine is going through, I think appealing to those will get on her good side.
Right. Okay. I might have to see more about what's going on Mandalore, just so I can fill myself in before even getting Do you happen to know of what's going on Mandalore at the moment, or am I gonna have to do that research?
I could pull it up on my datapad right now. Let's take a look as she sort of like scrolls on through and like looks on the HoloNet news from Mandalore, and you sort of see, you are showing photos of like Duchess Satine's coronation to begin in just a few days. Celebration of all about the Mandalorians as praise for the rule of Satine continuing, and alongside her you see other figures and the names listed there. Like it's sort of like this portrait picture of like Satine like raising her hands up, kind of Richard Nixon style.
Oh,
but
I
more
got you.
gracefully. But also there's like in the photo you see sort of like this, like the short-haired woman from the holo message earlier when she made contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of just standing off at her side, just sporting a traditional like current like it's not a Mandalorian helmet, but it's like a Mandalorian like city guard helmet, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't have like it's the ones like the stock.
The city guard ones are the red ones, aren't they?
Yeah, like they're the ones like with the gray helmet and like the bigger goggles. Yeah. Like it's not like traditional T visor, but she does.
Yeah.
Or like she has like the helmet like within her arm, but she's just sort of looking, just ever vigilant. And inside the photo, there's also, an older looking gentleman with like white hair and just like sort of looking up at Satine very proudly. Is Prime Minister Almec, and behind him, you also see looking up at Satine, like sort of like doing like a slow clap, is Governor Pre Vizsla, who is known to be the governor of the northeastern sector of Mandalore.
Okay.
Yeah, and like you read further on, it's like Mandalore has declared a state of neutrality over the Clone Wars. There have been rumors that Mandalorians have been attempting to make returns, but the Queen has made strong comments about that any Mandalorian trying to return to the system will face exile, and those who have faced exile. All the clans are, at least this is like all a quote from Satine, like there are no clan activity on Mandalore, and if there was, I would snuff it out immediately. We don't need their barbaric ways to protect us. And yeah, it just goes on saying like, well, it seems, and like Satine like just pulling back from the article, just turns to you going, well, it seems like Mandalore has a good handle on itself for the most part. at least the general populace is about 70% of them approve of the job that Satine is doing, though there is a divide in those who don't, and looking at all these other polls about wanting Mandalorians to come back as some kind of standing army to defend Mandalore, there is a decent percentage of those who want that.
I see.
This isn't uncommon. I know back on Theed there were certainly reservations from a lot of the locals, including the Gungan city, that of clones becoming the new army of the Republic as swiftly as the droids arrived. Excuse me.
Of course. So from a political standpoint, it just seems to really focus a lot on neutrality, all that. Have there been any recent changes within, like, the economy? Shir'iven's, like, trying to look through the data pad as well for anything.
Yeah, and as you look through, you notice, like, there's also been reports of the general food supply has started to dwindle. It's not a famine yet, like, Mandalore has a pretty well-off stock, but it is starting to look, it's getting to the point where, like, yeah, they need to choose a side because people's supply of food are either only, like, the good ones anyway, are only going to either those aligned with the Republic or those aligned with the Separatists, and you see, like, there's, like, people, and, like, in that category, people just saying, like, ooh, Satine should be removed for changing this position or, like, taking this seat on it, or, like, there's also all these other polls on, like, should Mandalore join the Republic? Should Mandalore join the Separatists? Should Mandalore remain neutral? And all that shit. But, yeah, in that one specifically, you get the feel of that this is a bit of an, like, and looking back to how Satine was on the call, even though she is kind of masking it, it is kind of an act of desperation as she wants to, you know, keep the people happy and fed, and, yeah.
And that's why she's reached out to us.
It seems that way. In times of war, it is hard to come by for supplies, especially if they're this far in deep space or far in the Outer Rim and you don't have any friends nearby, so makes sense for her to want to choose a side, but
Of course.
how to make it more intriguing for her.
Wait a moment. Do you... Now, an idea. Perhaps a trade route. Do we have any... I don't remember if the Republic has any trade routes out there, especially with the recent alignments.
Let me look this up. Map, search the galaxy, and I need to find out if there is a direct route from Coruscant to Mandalore. It's gotta be like an inner core world, right?
It has to be.
Oh no, it's way fucking out there, shit.
Oof. I mean,
Yeah.
if it has to, like, bounce around a few stops, then so be it, but...
Yeah, it is a little outside of Dathomir and Terrace, but there is no direct, like, Mandalore is kind of by itself along with Ordo, like, yeah, it has, like, this own little island of other systems, and
Maybe I could speak to Senator Palpatine about perhaps a trade route being opened, just to... That way, perhaps we can benefit from it as well. Beskar to the Republic, food and supplies to Mandalore.
Perhaps. I'm not entirely sure how forward Satine would be in allowing the most vital resource on the planet to be used for that means, but...
As an example, open example, If she wishes to provide it, so be it. But it might help her lean towards us just helping one another.
Well, for one thing, it will take a lot of manpower and effort to establish a route solely from Coruscant to Mandalore. I know that there's another route that just connects to the Findar system. Perhaps it could reach there so others in the Outer Rim that are at least loyalists to the Republic could potentially make a quick trip over to our side.
That might work.
Well, if you can find the men willing to make that trip, then I think you have a better shot at getting Satine on your side. I don't know if there's anything else personal between you two that might hold her back from signing on, but getting her people fed and providing Mandalore safety, I think, is already a good start.
I don't think there should be anything personal. Shuri's like laughing a little at that. Just like, but then she kind of like sits there for a moment, like, wait, no.
Obi-Wan only told me he just over the call that he mentioned you to her, and you hadn't exactly known her prior. I mean, it's not like Kenobi is her plaything or anything, not to my knowledge.
Shuri kind of like makes this face at her for like a minute, like you know that look like that some women give one another, like, you know, like that knowing look, like, and before she kind of like diverts her eyes to her hands for a minute, like,
yeah, she's like, I'm terribly sorry. It's not worth teasing. I know Kenobi takes the order and the code of it very seriously. He wouldn't even tease the idea of it. I apologize.
No. It was this entire thing. He was young. All I would hear about from his trips to Mandalore with Qui-Gon was Satine this, Satine that. He was practically enthralled by her when he was a child. But
also, just for like background sharing knowledge, like, you're not entirely wrong. Like, he does sort of like I'll say like this is just like part of like what she remembers of Obi-Wan and Satine specifically. That, you know, he was like in his like early teens, like probably like 15 or so, just or under there, and he went on and on about like how he like saved her from the swarm of Vadamites on Plamoon, and then he dropped her, and he felt like such a dumbass, and like she got a scar from it, and she needed to get stitches, and he just was like mortified, but he like went nonstop about like how like beautiful she was.
it was, but again, he hasn't seen her in years, so it was quite a surprise to him when she called us up. But wait, it's starting to hit her. Like, oh no! At the mention of me, she might have gotten jealous. Her hands are in her head. Like her head is in her hands at this point.
And like she like, Padme will sort of come up behind you and be like, trust me, believe you me, I know what it's like when to deal with lovers and people being jealous of one another, but look, I think as long as you present yourself with good intentions and you genuinely want to ease the war on Satine and her people, I think she has no choice but to admire that. And I think as long as you come in with those good intentions and the well-meaning, I think you should be fine. Making negotiations even with a party that has as strong beliefs as she does, I think she'll be more than willing to listen to a new perspective.
Right. Okay. Thank you for this, for all of this. It's very helpful, and I think I should be okay in talking with her.
Of course, I'm always down, as much as I am for aggressive negotiations when they suit. I do prefer a nice talking to, and that's always a good way to settle disagreements.
Right. I might need to go speak to Palpatine at this moment then. Try to figure out who I should start asking for that trade route attempt.
I'll run by some names for you as well. I believe either the planetary forces or other clones would look into that as well, but I don't think you need to worry about who as much for that case, so I'm not sure talking to Palpatine would entirely solve that issue. Would be necessary.
Right. Then planetary forces and clone troopers it is.
All right. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
around. Of course, thank you. And I really do appreciate all that you've done and bringing back Raz and helping him along as you have. I know he isn't your Padawan, but he's coming along to be a fine warrior. And I look forward to see what he does.
As am I. Thank you. And with that, she bows her head and she leaves Senator Padme's quarters.
All right. And yeah, as you do, and like you just sort of are walking away, you just hear from the opposite side, just, I say, Mistress Padme, the Jedi you get comfortable with all these days are getting weirder by the minute. And she's like, 3PO! But yeah, you just hear this like as like the doors
She
close
kind of,
behind you.
Shiri kind of laughs quietly as she hears that and she's walking out.
Okay. But yeah. And anything else you're looking to do by yourselves?
I don't want to. I want to go to talk to planetary forces, but I feel like that's an entire thing in its own.
It's more of like, yeah, like the second like you get shit like settled, like, hey, we're like you know, down on paper, like you have the forces to make a trade route. Like that's just like you know more politics stuff that's like not super important to get into. But yeah, like, it can be done. It just is like it just needs okay from Mandalore because like they might think of it as a breach of space and an act of war and shit like that. So
of course. So yeah. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I should be okay. I think I'm just going to go. I'll probably study up a few things on Mandalore just to kind of like have some talking points.
Okay. All right. And did you want to get your lightsaber touched up too?
Ooh. Yes. Let's fucking do that.
Okay, yeah. We'll touch on that.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, so you like go back to the temple and yeah, like this is like over the course of the week, or we'll say it's like coming up, at least for you, like on like one of the days off from the gang, and you come by and see Hugh Yang and like in his mode, and like he's like sort of like going over like his crystal collection up top, and like as you come on in and like he like almost drops someone's like Shir'iven, and like he just catches it like with his foot, and he's like, oh, you had me for a scare there. I haven't seen you in over 10 years, longer it feels like. How have you? Oh, you've grown so much. As he sort of like feels off like your tentacles and like, oh, this armor, very fashionable, I see.
Try my best to look a bit fashionable these days. Better than the baggy robes, right?
It certainly has its style. Not a, I believe the Jedi of War might admire it a bit more than those who have their heads drenched in a tradition, but I believe it suits you. So, what can I do you for?
Well, I know it's been ages since you've last seen this. She takes out her saber.
And like the two hands like on one side like grip like either edge like delicately, and like the his middle hands are like sort of like palming over each other, like, oh, it's as beautiful as I remember. The clean, the smooth edges, the quick activator. Such a beautiful, graceful design. I haven't seen a double saber this of this quality since Ponkrell's. Oh, it's so lovely. Now, what were you looking to do with it? I got lost in the beauty of it for a moment.
No, don't worry. I wondered if I could possibly get any upgrades on it. Anything that you might suggest or could offer.
Let's take a look. As like he like sort of turns it on real quick. Oh, the white blade. It's such a rarity in the Order these days. You only hear about it from the Greys, and I know I have heard rumblings in the off time that's what you took, but I respect your decision, and while even though I disagreed with it at the time, and Dika came by quite often to touch up her saber, or came back hoping you would return to touch up yours, but it is certainly an interesting, very interesting blade. Let's see. As he like sort of like does this thing again, sort of deconstructing it down to the very basic crystal and looking inside. Were you perhaps looking to hit a bit more consistently with this? Or anything else specific design, perhaps to the crystal, or how the lightsaber makes contact with targets?
More consistency would be preferable.
Well, this might be a bit pricey. For me. I know I should save this for a worthy knight, but I think you are worth it. And he is going to sort of like go about in his crystal and like crystal collection. He adds like this very fine light blue sort of shell, and like sticks it like just on top of your other saber. And as he activates it, like, then it has that similar sheen that Soren's did earlier, though it does like have like, you know, like a more vibrant like hum sound, like like it's a bit louder, but it goes, this should suit your prowess and abilities. And yeah, so you gain, as part of this crystal being added, you now have +2 attack and damage rolls with it, and it is now enhanced.
To both the double saber and Niman?
Yes, it applies to both.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the saber getting it, so yes.
Hold on, let me figure out how to fix that.
Yeah, I can touch it in if you.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, let's see. So this would be in character sheet. Go to there. It's just a little plus.
Okay.
Plus D.
Thank you.
No problem. And another plus D. And another plus D. But yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna work so goddamn hard. Oh no. Oh god, what have I done? I'll regret this later. But
Yes.
he just like hands it off and just says, as magnificent as when I first saw it. I hope it serves you well, General. As he like does like a little curtsy bow.
She bows her head back to him as soon as she gets her saber back. Thank you, as always, Yu Young.
Of course. Now, a hug for your old droid friend.
Oh, immediately she's going to hug him.
Yeah, all four arms sort of like claps around
Oh.
you, just patting your back.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah,
Aw.
we do wholesome shit on this show.
Thank you so much for this. It's so good to see you again.
Good. And and I know it's been a long time since you've done this, but there's always a new batch of younglings, and they're always going to need a master escort, and with everyone being generals as they are, they tend to be busy, but if you would be interested in leading the younglings or just overseeing their progress, feel free to add your name to this list right here, as he sort of presents this wait list of masters to, like, basically the Ilum field trip forms.
Yes, Shiri is definitely going to sign that.
All right, beautiful. And would you be bringing any members outside of the council or the order for this expedition as well?
Oh, yes. I would like to bring my clone companion, Patch, and my 3 other teammates, Raziel, Soren, and Viper.
All right, noted. Beautiful. Then the moment I see a availability slot, I will come in contact with you.
Thank you so very much.
Of course. Have a good rest of your stay, and good luck on your trip.
Actually, I'm
Oh?
going to add one more name to that list.
Oh?
And like the head, like as like he was like about to turn off to work, like the head does the 180 and turns back to you, and then
Could
the
you add
body
Could you
turns back
add
to
my Padawan, D-Gag?
and like you see like his like eyes like first like the sort of like focus in, kind of like squinting, like thinking like, and you just see like him scratching his chin, and just like the other with one pair of hands, and the other hands are like sort of like tapping on his head like, D-Gag, D-Gag, your Padawan, yes. How could I have forgotten? Yes, it's been so long since she last came by here. She's been quite occupied. At least I only get more younglings in here these days. Once they reach that age of knighthood, you know how it is, and
Of course.
they like taking to their studies. Of course, D-Gig, I can add her name just right here. Beautiful.
Perfect.
All right, if there's nothing else you need further of me, you know that you always know how to get in touch with me, and I can always get your sabers touched up.
Perfect. Thank you so very much.
Good. Have a good rest of your evening, Shiri. It's always a pleasure to see you again.
Always a pleasure to see you as well, Hugh Young. And she nods her head at him. Have a good night.
You as
And with
well.
that,
And
she
like the two hands
turns.
wave.
Oh, she's going to wave back, and she clips her saber back to her side, and she's off to do her thing.
Okay. All right. So, I think, yeah, we'll just take a quick 10-minute break right here. Then we'll just go do all the rest stuff, and then we'll do the final stuff before we reach Mandalore. So,
Yay!
Sounds good.
hope you guys are liking it so far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right, so we will be back in just 10 minutes, folks. Just stay where you are.
See ya.
And we are back, everybody.
Welcome
sure.
back.
Hello.
Yes.
Howdy,
Ease up.
Yeah. So we're just going to go through the last bit of Coruscant goodies with Raziel today. So, what would you like to do in your day off time?
Well, first thing, we kind of already covered it already, was the Soren and Raz etiquette thing. So that's done.
Yeah. You could still do something else with Soren, just like, you initiating this part of it if you want to.
What up?
Right. Right. I mean,
Again, up to you.
I mean, we could. Raz, like, I don't know what Raz would initiate with Soren, though, besides the lessons.
That's fair.
Yeah, Soren would probably have to come to him if they were to do something else.
All right, that's
Sure, if
fair.
you wanted to do something, this could be like mid-lesson. I could be showing you how to fake a laugh.
You like because you like rolled so shitty earlier. You just do a horror like it sounds fake, but like you can easily read it. It's not like even like slightly charming.
Yeah.
Like, Soren's laugh, or what?
Oh no, sorry. It's like you want to be able to, show your appreciation, especially if the person you're talking to is not funny. So that's too much. That is you're leaning into it too much. You need to make it more natural than that.
Right. Okay.
Oftentimes you want to throw a bit of physicality in it. Some people grab their chest or their stomach, or slap their knee. In fact.
So, oh my god, okay, I thought of something great. Alright. More physical. And Raz gives it a try. The best way I can describe it is like, the Titus laugh from Final Fantasy X.
Oh,
That's kind of basically what he does on his first attempt. And it's awkward as hell.
Oh, God.
That's amazing.
That's. Oh God.
Well, that's a good start. Just don't.
Oh.
You laugh, right? You've laughed before, right? You find things funny.
Yeah, I found things funny. I'm not that dumb. It's
I just can't remember the last time. Anyway, just
It's
think
been
of funny
a
things
while.
and just let that play in your head as you react to something that someone said, regardless of if they're funny or not.
and
All rich
So-
people think they're funny. That's the problem.
yeah, well, that couldn't be further from the truth. And he thinks for a bit to find something funny that can just help him laugh genuinely. He one memory that comes to mind is what was it like? I think it was with one of the clones. Soren was trying to like kind of make sly innuendos with the ladies and just failing.
Yeah.
And Raz just kind of chuckles at his blunders. Not saying what he's laughing about, but you can see that it's a genuine chuckle.
Yeah, see that is perfect. That is whatever you thought of right there. Hold on to that. That was perfect.
All right, I can work with that. What the fuck, Kevin?
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm getting
You're
distracted.
good. You're good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we just do a bit of that. And after that, Raz would. He'd probably. Okay, well, yeah, he would be dancing, like, take more dancing lessons and
Of
learning
course, yeah.
how to do that with.
We're doing this at least 2 hours a day until we leave.
2 hours? Okay, yeah, sure. Right. So, yeah, either with Soren teaching them the moves, or if D-Gig
Yeah,
comes over again. like,
T-Gag's
he does that.
there.
Yeah.
Yep, he just learn how to properly dance more with D-Gig.
Okay. So,
Next.
for this, Soren, if you could give me a performance check at advantage, and we'll see what that's like.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Performance at advantage, because like Shiri's helping you out, and everybody's there cheering you on. Like
Performance?
Yeah, performance, yes.
Okay, performance. There you go.
18. All right. So, Raz, I need you to make me a performance check. Well, I'll say like you get like a plus 2 or 3 to this check. Just a straight roll.
Straight roll, okay. Performance. Ooh. Not bad.
I will say this: the dances are going quite well. Like you're learning like both classic Mandalorian style ballroom dancing along with what you've learned in Coruscant. I will pose this to you: since you rolled quite high enough, do you go for the dip with D-Gag?
I mean, if he's learned enough by this point, I'll say, yeah. At one point, he'll feel confident enough that he attempts the dip.
Okay, and this is
do it,
privately
do it,
or
do it.
like with in front of everybody?
You know what? Privately.
Got it. But yeah, like so, yeah, like you see, like everyone else, like you're seeing, like like yeah, there's a moment of pride for you, Shuri, especially like you never really knew D-Gig to like, especially like want to get this close to someone outside of combat, and like she's like really like moving and jiving, and you even see points where like D-Gig like, has to like sort of pick up with Raz's pace, but even though for the most time it feels like she's leading, and then they're slowly like being like moving like one unit, and then in private Raz, like it gets spicier. Like it doesn't like not like multiple kisses or anything, like it's mostly of just like getting that close and like, you know, whispering off in your ears. It's like, very good, yes. Yeah. Wait, fuck, without context that sounds way worse.
Quick pause.
Hold up.
Hold up. But yeah, and then like
Things are
it just
getting spicy.
it ends with a
I've
dip.
got a good teacher.
I'm going.
Oh god! And then it just, do you actually say that?
If the
This smug bitch.
hey, okay,
You
if
do have a
D-Gig's
good
pulling-
teacher. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, if D-Gig's pulling the sly moves, yeah, Raz will whisper that in her ear.
all right. Like after
Yeah.
the dip and like then sure. Oh yeah, I need you to make me a charisma check with that one. Just straight
Oh.
charisma. Let's see how this
Okay.
goes.
Come on. Don't jinx this up. Hi.
All right. And
Regular Casanova here.
yeah,
There you go.
D-Gig is like quite swooned after all that, and like then she like you sort of like see her blush, and she's just, well, it's that's the last day of dancing for us, and I think you are ready to take those Mandalorian girls by storm.
Yeah, I do feel more prepared,
Good.
thanks to you.
Well, it's not really my forte, but Master's help has done a lot, and I'm glad to see how much progress you made.
Yeah. Thanks. I had fun.
She like peck your cheek and she'll like punch your
He-
arm.
At the kiss, he blushes a bit, and at the arm, he just goes, ah.
I mean, unless you want to attempt to, resist, or you just let it
Nah,
happen.
I just let it happen. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
and
like
she's like, you can go about your fun, but just remember I'm here waiting for you, all right?
yeah, and I'll be coming back.
And if you can find the time to sneak a transmission my way, it couldn't hurt,
Oh.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. You run off now, and I'll see you when you get back.
See you when I get back, D.
You too. Have a good trip, Raz.
Thanks.
All right. So, after that little wholesomeness fuck that was.
I can see what's happening, and they don't have a clue. They'll fall in love,
And here's the bottom line.
Our trio's
Why,
down.
now I just picture Soren and Viper doing this shit.
For real.
Oh yes,
They're
perfect.
Like, they are like
The
Raz's,
sweet
like,
caress of
there's magic everywhere. Really.
And
There's, like,
with all this romantic atmosphere, disasters in the air.
like you just cut to a shot of like Raz and D get like hugging, and there's like explosions and dying clones and
And it
droids all
even-
around them.
And it even fits. Freaking Viper's the tall one, and then just like Soren's just the lanky, snarky one. It
He's
fits.
just-
It fits.
It's beautiful. All right, but whew, all right, we will cut back over to going back to the racetrack on sort of like one of the middling nights where Raz has some off time.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just through
Hmm?
this. Yeah, I will loop this one. But yeah, as you are brought back to the track, and you see Lieutenant Brass in his silver wampa-helmed armor, and just sort of turns back, noticing you come in, goes, "Ah, Private Raz, back sooner than I expected, I see."
Lieutenant Brass, thought I'd come here for a bit of practice.
Good. I fixed up the speeder nice and good, and made some nice little customizations to it for you. Nothing internal, so don't worry about that. It's still up to you to decide, but I figured this might give a nice little personal touch. So, and since you're, and like he just sort of like leans in, you're kind of an unofficial member, because the clones particularly prefer to have other eggs in there, but you get a pass in my mind. And,
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, and like he'll just sort of gesture over to the bike, but what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, at the mention of like becoming an official member, when he whispers that, he kind of goes speechless for a moment before he gives a genuine smile and looks up to Brass. I'm honored, sir. I won't let you down.
Good. And I think with this new set of wheels, I'm sure you'll be more encouraged to do that. And he stepped aside, and the bark speeder is still there. One key change you notice is like on like the back part of it, the Republic logo is sort of spray painted on there, but with a bit of a difference. One being it is kind of surrounded by little lightning cackles, and the actual symbol itself has like a stripy pattern that kind of resembles your Zabrak skin.
Shit. Oh, when Raz sees that touch on the bike,
Mm-hmm.
you did this?
It's not the only thing. I looked a bit further into your records. I didn't find many creatures of note back on Iridonia, but I did see something else that I think will make a nice touch to your bike. And you remember those big Nidax in Fallen Order? Hold on, I'll drop an image for them. Whoops. Okay. Let me just find an image real quick. Wait. No, I don't mean to do that. I'll just Google it real fast. Nidax. It's like the big, like, hulking, pointy thing on there. On Dathomir. Hold on. I'll just drop an
I
image
think I
reference.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll just drop the image reference right here. It's loading. Loading. And there it is. But yeah, it's just that little
Oh,
creature.
yeah, those guys.
Yeah, like this is the creature for reference, and like this is like you get this sort of head, like but profile view on the speeder bike, and like it has like, and the tusks actually have like a bit of a purple hue to kind of match your saber a bit more. But yeah, that's like on like the very hood, or like the little, yeah, it's on, yeah, I think it's what we call the hood of the speeder, and like you just notice that on there. But I noticed this creature actually has a good history on Dathomir, so thought it might a little bit of that ferocity to it. So, what do you think?
You've gone all out on this, sir.
Of course,
I approve.
I'm glad you do, and I can't exactly. While I did go through the trouble of having my mates paint this, I want to see what you have against myself and them. Now that you have a little more time with us under your belt.
Oh, up against you. Challenge accepted.
Right. Tag. Switch. Get up on your mount up. Gonna have a nice little race. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they both like mount on their bark speeder bikes and like get over to the finish line. And like he just sort of leans in here and goes, "If you use what I taught you well. And remember, we're called the Rough Riders for a reason, so do with that what you will."
Rough Riders. I'm so on board, Brass.
All right. So I will, as you guys all line up, and one of the other like standby clones sort of, does what you did last time against Drift and fires off the blaster. I need you to roll me an initiative and just see where you get
Alright.
on the order. So I will just
Hey. Initiative. Oh, not so great.
Ooh, okay.
Uh,
That's bad.
Oh,
That is-
Yes.
that's
I mean-
scenario.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll on here like 3 times.
God
where everyone
damn.
else- that is unfortunate.
That sucks.
Well, at least some you see like the other one of the other troopers switch also is having a little difficulty, but like as like you all are like taking starting line positions, the blaster shot goes off, and Brass is like at the 9 initiative is bolting, and Tag is just right behind him, and like you and Switch's speeder are just stalling. It's just like, oh, come on, that blasted thing! It's just working out the and like he just goes a little bit ahead of you, and you fix your thing just in time. But yeah.
Come on. There we go.
And like as you guys like that's just the sounds of like all these speeders whizzing by, and like this track is like crazy long, like several, like how long are NASCAR tracks? Like it feels like they're like what, several miles around, all around, but like like that's like the sense of radius or diameterness you get of the area. But yeah,
I gotcha.
all right, so like by like like before the race started, like Brass made clear just 3 laps around. Whoever just makes first at the end wins.
So first lap, I'm gonna need you to make a piloting check. This will be hard because you did roll. These will be higher because you rolled really low on initiative. But,
I know.
Yeah, like you could come back if like with high enough piloting checks. So you use your new piloting stat.
Yeah, sweet.
All right.
How many? Just one for now?
For one for right now for the first lap.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
22.
Ooh.
All right, so you easily passed by Switch as like he's just like, oh come on, he's a newbie already, and he is actually going to try to bump into your speeder and like side hit it. Let's see. Yep, 19 hits it.
Yep, it does.
All right, and it'll do a little 8 damage to that. And yeah, so he just sort of like bumps it, and like you're still going on just fine. It's just he can't really like he just made like a little scratch on the side, and that's all.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
All right, but yeah, you like any like you say anything to him is he's just like sort of like tag. He literally just like sort of hit you on the side.
Playing rough?
Hey, this first time unit usually takes a couple of races before you even pass me.
I'm a fast learner. What can I say?
All right, so that is the. I'll roll checks for brass and switch and brass and tag. Okay, so let's see how they do. All right, brass is not too bad. Ooh, yeah, like tag is like all starting to follow a line a little bit, but yeah, and like so at least the placement order right now is brass is leading, tag is second, you are third, and switch is dead last. All right, so now I need you to make your second lap piloting check.
Okay, dokie.
All right.
Not bad.
All right. Let's see how. We'll just go from the bottom up. So let's see how Switch does. Oof. Yeah, he's like, yeah, his speeder's like starting to like fall apart. Actually, or like after like he bumped, he's just like, oh no, and like it starts like careening into the wall. It's like, okay, I think I'm just about out. I'll go take this back to the shop. Bloody droids need to learn how to fix these blasted things. And yeah, so Switch is out of the race. You are still right now in third. Let's see how.
Or Switch, he's got bad luck.
Yeah, let's see. Tag. Oh, yeah, like you are now neck and neck with Tag. But let's see, or let's see how Brass is. Damn! I rolled a 3 fucking times. 3 threes in a row. Okay. I gotta roll this as like, yeah, like you are like starting to like you like sort of blow by Tag, and like now you're just sort of like almost neck and neck with Brass as he just sort of like does a double take and then sees you like, oh, you've gotta be kidding me, and he's just like y'all are neck and neck, and he's going to and he's just as like you come up on him, he's gonna be like, sorry kid, gonna be rough with ya. I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit you. He just tries to like punch. He just tries to punch you and swings wide, and like almost losing control. He goes, ugh! But all right, yeah, you are maintaining a solid. You are like just, like you and Brass are neck and neck, and Tag is right behind you.
Nice.
All right, third and final lap.
Okay.
Let's see. 19, okay. All right, let's see how Brass does. Fucking 5! No! What the shit? Okay, Tag, come on. Holla at your boy. 5 again! What the fucking dog shit is this? Did my golden snitch fail me? Is it... Hold on, I'm rolling it again just to make sure it's not like another 5. Okay, it's a 7.
What heaven? what Kevin was unaware of was the scene prior to where Soren put Jamba Juice in all of the speeders instead of
Shit. God damn.
I can
Mothers.
totally see Soren doing that, by the way.
He's like, they totally won't notice this. Flawless plan.
But yeah, you fucking just blitz by. If you want to like bump his speeder a bit too, or try to as you're passing by, like as like a little friendly nudge, you can if you want.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bump.
Okay, just
Nothing that's gonna like harm him, but just like, you know,
yeah. Just give me a D20 roll.
back at you.
Let's see.
Okay.
16. Okay, it's like it's a nice little sort of like a little like you sort of like swing the back end of the speeder like sort of almost playfully like boop, and like he almost like careens off and like hits the wall, but he gets control. He's like, who's that kid? And like he's like racing off behind you. And opening up your eyes and taking off the goggles, and you cross the line first, and like the other clones are like Switch is just gobsmacked, like seeing like his lieutenant beaten, and then he like just sort of walks up, like Brass like takes off his helmet and just walks over to you and sort of looks you down.
I have never, in all the weeks I've been training in this, and before, even back on Camino, all these simulations, I've learned to master the speed as if it were just a part of my body. And you come around and top me in almost no time at all.
And he gives a salute, and he's all like the other troopers do as well. And you see like just off in the stands that there's like another like scoreboard, and you see Brass was at the top, and now you knocked him down to second.
Damn. Yeah. When Brass kind of starts, not say grilling, but just, you know, appearing more intimidating, Brass just kind of just stumbles over his words. And when they salute, when the scoreboard changes, he just goes, and he salutes back as well.
Now, don't go getting all soft on me. Still want you to maintain that.
Shit, I didn't even click the thing that. It's a GIF. I'm just gonna see it. It's the fucking. Sorry, Christian. He put in Scum and Memory like Luigi's dead stare. He just put Raz's name
Raz.
over it.
Yeah.
Jesus
God, you're on
Christ.
fire tonight, my boy.
Yeah, I have to share some of these like on stream if that's all right with you.
Yeah. They're
yeah.
meant to be shared with peeps. Just having fun.
Yeah, but yeah, like as like he like salutes you off and like he continues on.
Now, this is high praise, but don't go getting all soft on me. I still want. By the time I want you back from Mandalore, I want you doubling your records here. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, dismissed. We'll fix up your speed again. Sorry about the scratches.
Don't worry, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
We can fix it.
Well, yeah, we'll have it ready up for Mandalore before you take off. Anything else you need for it? Before you leave, we don't have a lot in the way. If you have the credits to spare, we can perchance up the speed of it a little bit more. Or we might have some more experimental means. We'll wait till you get back for those, but if you want to up the speed at least a little bit in a safe way, we can do that as well.
I mean, if there's a way to do it without breaking the bike, yeah,
Oh, all right.
absolutely.
And like put an order for tag and switch to fix it up, and by the time you come back, the speeder now has an additional 5 feet of movement. So when you do double dash, it's an additional 15 feet total you'll be moving.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little touches like
baby.
this will make this bike fucking broken.
Oh, you love to see it. I love this.
Oh, yeah, tanks are already slow as shit, so even without it, but just like a ship during takeoff, you might, like, if you were to just use this on top of, like, you know, whatever else you have on hand, you just might be able to catch up to it. But, hey, we'll save that for another time. But, anything else you wanted to do, Raz, before your time is up?
You know, actually, yeah, if there's still a little bit of time left,
Mm-hmm.
he's probably gonna seek out a place to try to meditate.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to learn how to calm his emotions, so he's gonna try that.
All right. You take the bike back once it's all fixed up back to the agent base on Coruscant, and you go back to the landing area where you were first practicing off with the shoes. And though there is like a lot of like sound of the jets or the Republic gunships that come in and out, at nighttime it is kind of peaceful, and like you get a nice lower perspective of Coruscant and like all the city lights from all over there, and you're seeing like all like, you know, Palpatine's like videos being posted up on billboards, and yeah, it is kind of relaxing. Even though like you're not used to a big city, it is like it's kind of mesmerizing seeing all the stars up above and all the like the passing lights going around over there.
Yeah, he just take all that in before he starts. Just taking in the peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Once he's kind of gazed out enough, he's gonna find a place to sit down, get into position, and see if he can't learn how to calm down and just try to clear his head.
Okay.
Control that darkness in him.
All right. So, a couple minutes go by. Seems to be going well. Remembering what Mace Windu passed on to you with that little bit of information and, you know, your own independent research about trying to find a sense of balance and more of like tipping the scale of not entirely like going full light, but keeping the dark there and just balancing the scale perfectly as you can. And a couple minutes goes by and it feels all right so far, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm not so proficient in that. Let's see. Okay. Not great.
Right. 10, right? The first couple minutes, it's going all right, and then you suddenly are brought back to that space in your the dreams or visions you've had earlier, and you're seeing the red-dressed, garbed woman with the pale white face with bits of black painted over, and like the tall headdress, just sort of standing across from you.
You have done well. Your efforts on Duxon did not go unnoticed.
He looks at the woman, kind of frowns a bit, and goes, "How do you know what I did?"
My child, I have eyes and ears in in more places than you care to imagine. Doxin is strong with the Force, and while I am neither Jedi nor Sith, we have our own ways of affecting that ever-flowing energy.
What kind of energy is that?
It is the Force to us.
Let me see. So I know I have something for her specifically. Oh.
We do. Did you know that outside of the Jedi Order and the Sith, there are other factions that respect the Force, or they might give it another name, but we each have our own codes that we follow. Would you like to know the code of the Night Sisters?
As she sort of like puts both of her hands on your shoulders.
I don't... What other factions are there?
Perhaps I have said too much. You are still not ready to know of all of them. You already are aware of the Greys that your Jedi friend once was.
You mean Shir'iven?
Yes, there are more like her, though they are few and far between. And they're even more rare of those who return to the order they once cast aside.
But, so they're not aligned with either faction, they're just... in the middle?
A bit.
Are they neutral, or...?
They are, in a way, neutral. Their code goes as thusly. There is no dark side, nor a light side. There is only the Force. I will do what I must to keep the balance. There is no good without evil, but evil must not be allowed to flourish. There is passion, yet peace. There is serenity, yet emotion.
And on that line, she sort of like puts a hand over your heart.
There is chaos, yet order.
Yeah, Raz, he kind of freezes up, looks at her, a hand on his chest. I didn't think... I was only aware of mostly the Jedi and the Sith. This... I don't know. Serenity and emotion? Balance.
And
Suppose that's what I'm trying to gain.
And like she sort of gets behind, like you don't like see her legs move much. It's almost like she almost levitates behind you and like has both of her hands on your shoulders and begins to like lightly rub your back, trying to calm you in a way. And she like goes on.
Yes, serenity and passion are both very powerful emotions, and from your experience, you know the Jedi and Sith both use both to varying degrees of success and effectiveness. However, the Greys, as I'm sure Shiri will tell you, will almost have a a new strength that is far different than any one Jedi or Sith can attain on their own.
What would that be?
It is that balance. And allowing things... It is difficult even for myself to explain. It is out of my realm of expertise. The Night Sister Code regards the Force more as a magic, rather than a living energy that can be manipulated.
Magic?
It behaves very
What is your
similarly.
code?
It goes as thusly. And let me go back to it again. Those who suffer emotion will never enjoy peace. Those who choose ignorance will never know their own greatness. Those who yield to passion will fail to dominate. Those who fear death will never achieve pure power. Never forget that your magic must always be used wisely. Never concede to evil, lest you be consumed by it.
It kind of freezes up a bit as she says the code. Dominate?
Yes.
What do you mean? What? Who exactly are you people?
We are the Night Sisters of Dathomir. We look out for our own kind. I have relations on Iridonia with your family. It was...
At the mention... Oh, go ahead.
They had suffered strong loss of crops, and I was theirs. My sisters and I were managed to save the village from a strong famine, and I was at a loss to hear that it was destroyed.
At the mention of her knowing his family, his eyes go wide and he like turns around. You knew my family?
Mainly your father and mother. Your sibling was not so sociable at the time. They were quite protestive of magic being involved in saving their village. But yes, your parents I knew quite well enough.
How? And you know what happened?
Unfortunately, it was clouded, my vision over the world that day. And by the time I sent my sisters to investigate the sudden uprising in the lack of life on the Iridonia, you were already gone. I'm sorry I could not save you, but I could not save you or your family then, but perhaps I could now. That is why I informed you of the amulet on Daxon.
The amulet, not the holocron.
Yes, that was new knowledge. I had studied all these planets that the Sith have conquered and made their own over the several thousand years. of their existence. And a lot of them have secrets even beyond our own archives.
You said it was clouded when you heard what happened, so you have no idea what attacked my home?
Whoever they were strong in something. It felt as if the dark side had done it, but it was more twisted, destructive, more raw, for lack of a better word.
So... Did the Sith or Separatists do this?
From what I remember my sister reporting, there were blaster marks all over the several bodies, but no battle droids to be found. It was a pure slaughter. If any of them did die, their bodies were taken back to their home world. I am sorry I cannot provide more.
And he just puts a hand on his head as he's breathing heavily, taking all this in. It's just... great. I still don't know. I still don't know who did it. If it was the Sith, I'll never forgive myself.
And she begins to like squeeze your arms and then hug you from behind. There, little Raz. I know this new, while in the Republic, you are much safer there. My sisters will welcome you with open arms. We can help find those who took what was yours. The life you had was stolen from you. And we can perhaps bring it back to what it once was.
Bring it back? What? How? That's impossible.
Our magics have a way of doing things that even the Jedi and Sith would find unnatural.
I don't know.
Take
The Sith.
Oh.
The Sith. Sidious told me that they could bring the dead back, but I don't believe. I feel like that was just a lie to get me to join them.
But
I don't know.
And she gets down on her knees and gets with you at eye level and goes, I have known Sidious all my life. He is quite manipulative of his victims, getting them to believe that with his snake oils and tricks and influences, he can deliver what the Jedi and the Republic cannot.
But you can't. I need to think. If I... Would I have... if I consider what you're saying is the truth, which I'm still not sure, would I have to come alone? I don't really want to leave my friends behind.
You may bring them. I would just advise that not to act rash. My sisters are the Night Sisters are protective of our clan, and should our existence reach and our growth reach the ears of Sidious, then we might soon be wiped off the face of the galaxy. But I know I have given you so much to think about, and I am sorry I cannot provide more for you, my son.
What?
And you're just out of the vision again and brought back to the view of the city.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, his eyes just go wide. He's takes a deep breath as he's brought back. Clenches his chest. Looks down and goes, "What? Son, I'm not her son. I knew my mother. Who? What?" And he just kind of just holds his head, trying to make sense of everything else. Who is she? What does she know? He's just kind of left there with his own thoughts. Stays there for quite a while.
And as you're up there over a long time, Jakru sort of calls down from below.
Hey kid! It's a bit late to be up on the hangar. Everything alright up there?
And he just kind of jumps, hearing his voice, catches his breath again, and goes, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
You need a long time, or do you need me to come get you down? I have a jetpack myself. I just don't. It is a little experimental, and I don't know if it will blow up when I use it. But I would have used it to get you down if you need it. You don't need me to help you get you down, right?
No, I got it. Thanks.
All
I
right.
can get down.
Good. I'll be in my hut if you need me. I'm here if you need me. All right, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good.
And he just sort of very anime nervously sort of slowly walks back and you just see his silhouette just watching from his little hut in the window. It's pretty late right now.
And he gets up and he makes his way down and to his bunker eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of just mind elsewhere. He's just kind of a little bit off, but he makes it and tries to go back to sleep.
Okay. All right. And after that, we'll say we come up on the final day as everyone gets all of their things and prepares to fly off to Mandalore. The ship is fully repaired, stocked with food, supplies, and Raz has his own gets his own, there's in storage is where you can put the speeder if you would like to drop it over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Raz will do that.
Yeah, it will have to come out through the the docking ramp, as there's no built-in exit for that speeder yet, but yeah, it's just as effective. It's kind of like, you know, how you have trouble getting your bike out of an apartment if, you know, you don't have a car wherever you live, and it's just kind of a little clunky. Like, yeah, it's a bit tedious, but yeah, it works for the time being.
Nice.
Yeah. So if
Yeah, he does that.
yeah, so if anybody has anything they'd like to RP out with themselves or each other before you guys take off and set off to Mandalore, you may.
I think Soren had something he wanted to do with Shiri. Maybe that same night that
Oh yeah, we can do that.
yeah. Jinx, you feeling good about this?
Yes, I'm feeling very good about it. Sorry, my friend was my friend sent me this fucking gif of like some cat, and I've been like laughing over it for like the past 10 minutes. Hold on, I'll get it. Hold on, I'll share it with you guys.
God.
Here's it's coming to me, Marie.
Scum and memory.
Checking.
Oh no.
checking.
Yeah, it says we can't see
Ah
it.
shit, hold on, I got
That's
it.
okay. Don't,
Yeah,
don't
you
worry
good.
about it. But yeah, that night
There.
Soren is. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! This cat just getting destroyed with a water bottle. Just boom.
No.
I hope that guy got scratched good after that.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom, bitch.
Yeah, in looping, I just feel sad for this cat. But all right, off track. All right, let's.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Sora, you just go to the temple late at night. Stop it.
Yeah, I know where Shiri's quarters are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you found
so-
D-Gate's quarters from it, so yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll late at night. Well, hopefully no one, trying to be all sneaky and everything. Get over to Shiri's.
All right, and you stop
knock
by,
at the
give a
door.
little knocky knock, and it's a bit late in the day, like close to midnight.
Shiri is still up, so she's going to promptly open the door. Oh, good evening, Soren. Is everything all right?
Hello. Yes. Yes. Things are okay. There's just something that's been eating at my mind, and figured I should come to you about things.
Yes, please come in. She steps to the side so she can let him in.
And step in.
Yep, and she's gonna shut the door right behind him. Please have a seat. It's fine. And she offers like a little spot on her bed. There's like just a few like scrolls and tablet things here and there. Just she's looking over stuff.
Okay. He's going to sort of look around and just. I guess I'll get straight to the point. When we were fighting that person back on Duxon, the one that you knew,
Mm-hmm.
the one that you had defeated before.
Yes.
There was a moment before action sprung where I tried to deceive them, and feel like all it did was deceive you and the party. Like I was going to betray you.
There was a moment that did shake my faith and the trust that we had a bit.
And that's okay. I mean, I understand. Most recent addition to the team, and I don't know. I just wanted to apologize. Maybe I should have said something first, but I realized that I give more reasons to not be trusted than I do to be trusted. And I'm very sorry for that.
And look, I can forgive you, but you know you can trust any of us on this team better than the Order. You know I wouldn't say anything. Hell, Viper wouldn't even say anything.
No, it's not that. I just and you can see him, he's very frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
It's
Shiri kind of like, she steps closer to him and she holds a hand out. May I? And she's like attempting to press her fingertips to his head.
Of course.
She's going to use calm emotions on him.
All right.
So where's my good sheet? Hold up.
You good?
I mean, he's not resisting. Do you want to resist?
No, I'm absolutely not resisting.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. And yeah, you certainly start to feel a lot calmer as Shuri just manipulates the force for you that way, and yeah, I'm suddenly feeling just a little less stressed out.
Thank you very much. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that you are right to have your doubts in me. I haven't been exactly forthcoming with my entire history. At least the parts that are very important.
You can share that with me if you feel comfortable in doing that.
It's just that we're going to Mandalore on behalf of the Jedi Order, and maybe not the Jedi Order, the Senate, the Republic.
Republic.
And I'm a liability to this mission, the entire thing. Most of all, I believe I'm a liability to the team. I know things about what we're about to go into. And someone should know.
You can trust me with whatever you have.
My sources tell me that there is a dissenting faction on Mandalore planning a coup. I don't know when. And I don't know how violent. And I don't know who exactly. But I imagine with our presence there, this whole formal gathering would be the prime the prime opportunity for Catalyst.
I see.
The nature of my occupation would regard this as a form of dissent, defection, if you will.
Right.
I can't be sure that they aren't listening to me right now. But you're the closest, you, Raz, and Viper, the closest that I've had to a family in so long. I'm choosing you three over safety.
You can have safety in us then. Even if that entire thing on Duxon happened, it passed. You still stuck with us. We will protect you, no matter what happens.
And
Yeah.
oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Even if that results in you getting hurt, it might be better if I just leave you to your devices. It might be safer that way.
In all
But
the years
selfish.
that
Sorry, go ahead.
in all the years that I've been on my own, traveling, and getting myself into scuffles here and there, it'd be nothing more than that to me. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I'll come back from it. She kind of like laughs slightly, like a little smug bit to her voice, just. But she sighs just for a moment. I understand your concern, but I will be fine. You are part of this team. And we don't give up on each other. Like you said, we're like family to you. And family shouldn't just give up on one another, right?
Right.
And as the conversation comes to this point, you see outside just your window, Shir'iven, a thunderstorm is beginning to brew and lightning strikes. Clouds are gathering and it's oddly fast for a storm. Little trinkles of rain tapping against your window.
Jeez, You're gonna be alright getting back to your quarters, right? With all this rain.
Sure. He's not sure. It's not the rain I'm worried about.
It's the storm that's brewing.
Something's coming, Shiri. He's looking at you in your eyes, and they're pretty scared.
What's exactly coming?
I'm not sure. A reckoning of sorts. That might be a conversation for a later day. But thank you.
Soren, if you need just somewhere to be tonight where you can feel safe, you're more than welcome to stay here.
I would like that very much.
With that, Sherry offers a kind smile And she starts gathering all the books, scrolls, and little tablets off her bed. She places it on a nearby chair. You can take my bed for the night. I'll be fine.
You don't have like a couch or anything? I
I've
could
done
sleep
it
on
with
the floor.
I've done it with Raz. Don't worry. I'll be fine. It's just for a night, right?
Just for a night.
She lets you just climb into her bed.
It's Shiri.
Yes?
We'll face what comes together. I won't leave.
I know. You're not going to lose any of us either.
Soren nods and turns over.
Shiri's going to prop herself back up on the floor against the wall, like the first night she was back at the temple. She's just gonna drape her cloak around her, almost like a little blanket of sorts.
And the night goes on, the storm, while it is loud and it is just, it keeps building up. As the minutes, hours pass, it begins to slow down to a trickle, and it becomes quite more calming, and both of you guys get a good night's sleep, long rests for everybody, and
Out of character, because I'm actually curious, did Raz escape the storm, or did he get caught in it on his way back to the
yeah,
river?
he escaped the storm. Like he's like,
Okay.
yeah, like you're in your bed and sleeping by the time or like about to sleep as the storm like kicks up, and then you.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you're totally fine. But yeah, yeah, if there's nothing else outside of that, we can kick off with you guys. End it off with you guys taking the Quicksilver and making way to Mandalore.
Woo! Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session. Fuck.
Hey, stop. Yo.
Fuck you guys are making me feel emotional.
it.
God
Wait,
damn.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Mhm. The
I know
feels.
I had some shit today, but fuck, we're twisting the fucking dagger in my heart, Soren. Shit.
Oh,
you.
by the way, I didn't say this, but more than likely Shiri tucked him in.
Oh, fuck. That's cute. But yeah.
So wholesome.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
All right, well.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll go around and sign off as per usual. And yeah, this is. Thanks everyone for coming by and for this last bit of downtime before we head into the real main potatoes of the arc. And we already got a lot of arcs to come back to, apparently.
Heck yeah.
Shit.
yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
what'd you expect?
But yeah.
Story arcs, plot lines. Let's go.
Yes.
Character development.
But yeah, you can follow me myself at Couto VA on all the social media platforms. I may be coming to other TTRPG streams very soon. I just need to get all the details finalized, and I will keep you up to date on my Twitter more than likely, and yeah, I'll more than likely host them as well once things are getting settled in. But going around the table and signing off with these lovely people, we're starting off with Soren.
Hello, my name is Christian. I go by Kappa in the TTRPG space. I played Soren, one with the emotional outburst at the end of the episode. But you can follow me on Twitter at @TheCapperChris, where I nerd out about just literally everything dice, anime, Star Wars, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to make a foothold in the TTRPG space and doing that through various projects. A lot of that stuff I can't talk about right now, but I am involved in Roads Uncharted, a Genesis actual play podcast. I think it's the only one that I know of, at the very least. They're not. It's by Fantasy Flight Games. You can find that anywhere you can find your favorite podcast. Every Friday, new episodes come out every Friday, and yeah, I think that's really the only thing that I'm in. I think look forward to a couple of streams coming in June and throughout the summer, but yeah, as of right now, there's nothing super important. Again, at the @TheCapperChris for updates on that.
All right. And next up we have Raziel.
Yo, Tati here. I played Raziel, who's kind of going through a weird, rough time, freaked out by a lady appearing in his dreams and spouting all this stuff. We'll see what happens next. You can also follow me on the Twitters at Tati the VA. I post voice acting, project, audio stuff, nerdy related memes, the whole shebang. You can also find me in a couple of other D&D streams, Curse of Strahd, every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. PST, and the World of Eris every Saturday at 6 p.m. PST. So, yeah, tune in.
Nice. And after that we have Jinkles, aka Shir'iven.
Hi, I'm Jinkles. I'm the one emotionally slightly stable person on this entire thing that has to take care of everyone.
I mean, you're really not wrong. You'll have issues.
Yeah, Shir'iven has issues too, but she masks it for the greater good. The greater good.
Yeah.
The greater good.
She
Thank
really
you.
is the parent of the group.
Just that single mom life. You gotta get Kenobi to help
Exactly.
you out at some
Look,
point.
I'm trying, but we gotta deal with his fucking ex-wife.
I can't wait for that moment where Shiri's problems come for Shiri and all of her kids step up and like,
Oh, thank God.
right?
Yeah.
God, I literally can't wait for that. I also can't fucking wait for this, like, Shiri to start realizing her fucking feelings. Like, come on, beats her heart in, come on.
It's gonna be a certified Fast and Furious family moment.
Exactly. But yes, you can follow me at lovejinkles on twitter.com, where I'm finally getting to post more stupid memes and hopefully posting another demo reel soon. So,
Oh, Pog.
Nice.
and then you can also find me on Jinxed VT on both Twitch and twitter.com. I haven't been posting much. I haven't even started to stream it, but that will be coming soon. It is my VTuber Jinx, my little gremlin, cotton candy haired VTuber, e-girl gremlin. Like, she appeals to a lot of styles, and honestly, I'm sure y'all would like her.
I'm already son.
So please give her a follow, give me a follow, and yeah.
Nice, nice. And last but not least, our good boy, Viper.
Hey, folks, it's me, Chase here. You can follow me over on Chase the VA on Twitter. I don't got much. I'm working on, not gonna lie, aside from the occasional funny video stupid thing here, but content is happening at a slow snail-paced rate. I'm trying. Summer is going to be where I tried streaming out the most, and you can find that out at CB Voiceman over here. But other than that, I've got nothing. I don't have much, and I apologize for that. But I swear, it's coming.
It's all good, dude. We're all going at our own pace. The shit's starting to slowly but surely get back to normalcy, and once it does, we'll hopefully have more things to share to the world. But yeah, before we sign off, I'll share some of the lovely memes that Chris was so kind to provide for us. So
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
Hackerman Viper. I don't know if we should make these emotes at some point.
Maybe.
Oh God, that's totally no.
That's-
no.
Yeah.
We need a
No,
Viper
Rick-
one.
No. Okay, I want. There's gonna be an emote. It needs to be Viper's helmet, but with the shades on, and just like I'm in.
With the
Yes.
digital shades.
I'm in.
Yes, I know.
I
Yeah,
can make that.
we're gonna have the same artist for that, and we have Soren just giving Bean.
Oh yeah, spoiler for any Invincible watchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a. Honestly, like, I'm surprised if anyone has avoided that scene. It's been memed to fucking high heaven, but we have the sabers, and at least it's also a gun for little Soren here. He's trying, poor boy. At least everybody's enhanced now, which is good. We got Shiri and the kids. We have.
I literally just sent that in because I wanted to laugh.
Yeah, we have Raz's death stare as he won the race. and finally, little cat getting splunked on, but yeah.
Please
What?
don't use the word splunked.
What? Does that mean something else? I'm not aware
No.
of.
It just sounds wrong out of context.
All right,
Don't think
before
about
I
it. Don't
mu-
think it, don't say it. Don't think it, don't say it.
All right. But before I muddle anything up, thanks again everybody for coming by to run the campaign. It means a lot. This is all just a big old passion project for us, and sometimes we have insane calm moments, and other times we're just making each other cry.
Yep.
Be like that.
Give us 20
Yep.
minutes.
Yeah.
It'd be the feels. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Thanks again everybody for coming by. Remember, stay safe. Wash your masks. Wash your
Yeah.
hands. Preferably your mask too. Gets dirty, but wash.
Yeah, wash your mask too.
Yes, and get vaccinated. Remember, we love you, and remember, as always, may the rolls be with you. Good night.
Good night.